I found this Weight Watcher cookbook at Goodwill, because you guys know I love Goodwill. It's from 2003, and I love going through seeing recipes and seeing what the point values were back then. One of the ones that caught my eye was this orange beef and noodles. And there's no even vegetables in here. The only vegetables in here is scallions for
garnish.
Yeah, and I was like, what kind of Weight Watcher recipe is it without any vegetables?
How many points was it?
4 points.
For how many noodles?
Well, for this whole recipe, it was 4 points. How it was written. I put it in the Weight Watcher recipe builder in 2023. Gosh, that's 20 years. It's now 15 points. So no, thank you. So I had to rewrite it, and that's what we're gonna do today. So it's this orange beef, and because we want to have, we'll just let production take care of that. Take care of that. You're just going to use about a cup and a half of your favorite vegetables. I've got red pepper, zucchini, and broccoli in here. And then my steak is called a top boneless round steak. And it's super affordable. I want to say it's on sale usually for like $8.99 a pound. And this is 4 servings for me, so it's like $2.24 a serving. But before we get into cooking the vegetables and everything, I'm gonna have Hannah move into the camera a little bit closer, because everyone says cut across the grain. Most people think that this cut of beef has to be low and slow in a slow cooker, or grill it super low, whatever like that. I'm gonna cook this fast and furious like it's filet mignon. It's gonna be medium rare, it's gonna be super tender, but it all depends on how you cut it. When butchers or anybody tell you on Instagram or TikTok or anything to cut across the grain, do you see how the grain is going this way? So I wouldn't want to cut my steak that way, because I'm going to have these long like tendons in here, and that's what makes it tough. So should I touch it one more time, Hannah? So we're going to cut across the grain. So we're going to I'm going to eyeball 4 ounces. And the reason I'm going to dice this again after I cook it. The reason I'm not dicing it now is I don't want to overcook this, because I'm literally going to cook this about a minute aside. We'll do one more. We'll say that's 4 ounces. And then I'm just going to season this with salt and pepper. And then it's going to be so tender and delicious, like I can't even wait. But we're going to start with the vegetables first. I'm just salt and peppering this right now, and then this is going to get hot for our vegetables. But I want to talk about a couple things that are kind of like kitchen hacks that I love using in the kitchen. I hate peeling garlic. I've tried all the tips and tricks of putting it in 2 bowls and shaking it, and then all of a sudden all the cloves are going to be out and all the skins are there. Or putting Hannah and I tried that the other day, is putting a knife in the bulb. That was another TikTok thing, and that didn't work at all either. So what I do is I buy it already peeled in this big bag. This is a 1 pound bag. You can find it at Mariano's or any other grocery store for $5.29, and maybe I can get this bag open. There we go. This is going to be good for about 3 weeks, and when I get to about the second week is when I put it on a cookie sheet, let it freeze for 30 minutes. It's going to freeze individually. I'll throw it in a Ziploc bag or even back in this one. Then I can reach out and grab what I want. The texture is a little bit different though, so don't worry about like if it's like, it almost is like mushy a little bit. The flavor is going to be the same, so don't worry about it. So we're going to put our vegetables in, get those cooking. If you're not using avocado oil spray, I put this in the Weight Watcher builder up to 32 seconds of a spray, and it's still 0 points. I'm not sure how that happens, because the ingredients are avocado oil, but it has nothing. It has nothing in here. So I don't know. I'm also going to season just with a little bit of salt and pep. The other thing I love is with lemongrass and ginger, and you can find this in the like refrigerated section of your grocery store. These will last forever. I can't even remember. I probably should have put a date on them. Sorry. Pepper sprayed myself. It's gonna be all right.
It smells good.
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. how the professionals do it. Wait, what? Can I open this one?
I think it's locked.
No, it's not, but I think that one's stuck. Hold on. Okay, we'll do that one. Perfect. But lemongrass and the ginger, I put this in like almost any broth that I make, any lo mein. It's so good. So I've added it to here. Actually, I forgot to add the lemongrass. I did the ginger. And it's just going to add just a bright note to it. A little dab like that is 0 points. That was like half a teaspoon. It's like 15 calories. So I would not worry about that. And then the other thing we're going to talk about is our noodles. Well,
Almost lost them.
I almost lost the noodles. These only cook them 4 minutes. There's a couple that I like. And I was telling Hannah, I love the fact that I cut it from the bottom so that they would fall out. Pretty much any lo mein, 2 ounces dry is going to be a cup cooked. And that's what I have here. That's 1 serving. What you want to be careful of, though, is there's some of these that are like udon noodles, and you'll think to yourself, wow, that's really nice that they've... Hold on. I can get it. It's like a little bundle. It's like a gift.
Mm-hmm.
This is more than 1 serving though, so this is 300 calories. So you want to make sure to weigh it. This I want to say is 90 grams, and this is like 56 grams. So just be careful.
Just be mindful.
Yeah. Such as, let's give our veggies a little turn. I love getting a little char on them too. Like, look.
I love that flavor.
Yeah. Whoa. I can do this, Hannah. I'm a professional. Let's see how.
Mm-hmm.
See how. As I drop it on the floor. And these are only going to take a couple minutes because I like my vegetables crisp tender. And it turns out, growing up, I didn't eat much vegetables because they were pretty much all overcooked. So we'll just go little dab will do ya. And then the sauce, I'm gonna have the full recipe down below. It's got orange juice, it's got garlic, the book's over there. Soy sauce, rice wine vinegar,
a splash of cornstarch.
Cornstarch and sambal. Sambal oelek is just like a chili paste. If you don't like spicy, you can just leave that out. So once these are done, and like literally 30 seconds, we'll give it like 30 seconds. Then we're going to put the meat in, and then we're going to take the meat out, put the sauce in, and then marry it all together.
Perfect.
So if you have the noodles cooked ahead of time, all I'm going to do is cook them, and as soon as you drain them, run them under cold water. It's going to stop the cooking process. Sometimes I even, if I'm storing it in the refrigerator, I'll spray it with a little bit of avocado oil, and I'll toss it so they don't stick together. This is like not even a 10-minute meal. Like what?
Easy peasy.
Yeah, and I believe, I'll leave all the descriptions below, but I believe all this together is only 9 points. So you can't beat that with a stick. Yeah, these are good. So we've got our veggies done. And then I'll add a little bit more avocado oil spray, and literally not even like a minute.
Literally.
So there's that. And then, hold please. Just a little bit more oil. And sometimes when I'm in the kitchen, I will even put a timer on, because it turns out I get distracted pretty easily. So Hannah, if you want to set your clock.
Yep.
And I'm gonna bump this up just to like 400, so like medium high heat. And then I'll put that right there. And if you try to pull up meat and it's sticking to the pan, that means it's not done. There's something called the Maillard reaction. I think that's how you say it. Whereas the pan and the meat have to be a certain temperature. So if you're trying to like flip something and it's not, just give it a second.
Yeah.
Give it like another 10 to 15 seconds. Yeah. Have patience. That was just a little bit more veg.
Yeah, another piece of broccoli
that I put in there. And then, yeah, this is going to be delicious. I'm so excited. Oh, and it's not, oh, now it is, yeah. So I'm just looking for a little char. That's all I'm looking for. Because if you cook it any longer than the 2 minutes, that's when it gets tough. That's when you need to cook it low and slow. I'm going to bring this down just a second. So then another minute.
On the clock.
Yeah, and so since there's cornstarch in here, that's going to thicken up in hardly any time at all. It's super flavorful. Love it. It's going to be great. It's like take out.
Fake out, take out.
Fake out, take out at home. Maybe we should, that should be a new series on our thing.
Fake out,
take out.
Yep.
How are we doing?
We've got 30 seconds.
Actually, the way I'm looking now, it looks like it's done. I think I'm going to take it off because I don't want to overcook it. And that's the thing is, like, just trust your instincts sometimes. I have my pan pretty hot, and this is a cast iron skillet, so it's going to hold heat really well. We're just going to set that aside with the vegetables. And now we're going to add our sauce. That looks so good. Look at how bubbly that is already, Han.
I was going to say, I didn't know if you needed another.
Oh, no, this is fine. And this is only going to take about 30-45 seconds. You can see how it's all bubbled up like that. This is only going to take 45 seconds to bubble up and get thick like that. And that's going to be our sauce, so we're going to add everything back in. We've got our cooked noodles, our meat and veg. You can almost make this 2 servings. This is a lot of food, now that I'm looking at it. But if you have a spouse or a significant other who is like tired of quote-unquote Weight Watcher food, make this. I tell you, they will not know that this is healthy for them. And that is it. It is all done. So now that the steak is all done, I'm going to take this out, cut it into smaller bite-sized pieces so it's easier to eat, and then we'll plate it up. All right, so here we go. Try the noodles first. Cheers.
Cheers. Mm-hmm. It's bright, but it's thick, so it sticks to the noodles.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can tell. Maybe I'll come up close. The meat is still medium rare, pink in the middle.
A little bit of broccoli.
The veggies are still crisp tender.
Yeah, it's like citrusy, savory,
umami.
thick.
That is so good.
Good job, Mom.
Well, thanks to Weight Watchers. Sorry I had to rewrite your recipe, but I will have all the information down below. Also the Weight Watcher link. So if you make this, you could track it directly to your Weight Watcher app. But
yes,
this is a very generous portion. This is 1 portion, by the way.
Yeah.
So you could easily make this 2 servings. But
honestly, but that would be super filling for a nice, easy, quick dinner.
Yeah.
Leftovers, I'm sure, would be just as delicious. Amazing. This broccoli is really good.
Yeah, so easy. So if you guys are looking for just a quick, easy fake out, take out, what's this called? Orange beef. Orange beef with noodles. And I added vegetables because somehow Weight Watchers in 2003 didn't feel like this dish
was necessary
in this dish. But holy cow, this is a winner.
Yeah, a little kick of spice.
Yeah. Yeah, not too, so Hannah doesn't like too much spice.
Yeah. But it's good. It adds a little hint of flavor. Delicious. Let us know if you make this.
Yeah. And if you aren't already subscribed,
what are you doing?
What are you doing with your life?
Hit the bell.
Yep.
Go to TikTok. Go to Instagram.
Yeah. Tag us if you make this.
Go to all the places.
Yeah. All the things. But yeah, this one's a winner. We hope you guys make this one.
Yes. Happy cooking.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.